today I'll be reviewing She-Hulk episode 1 to 5. This show dropped like a couple of weeks ago, but when this show dropped, initially this show got such a bad review and people are trashing this show everywhere. So when I initially started watching this show, I had really low expectation, honestly. But after watching this show, I can tell you this. The way this show was written and the way they made this show, I think intentionally, all the dialogue this show has, it's supposed to make you mad, especially people who love this Marvel universe, especially all the men out there, they would be really mad, especially all the angry men. They got even more angry watching this show, which the minute you start watching this show, you can see why. So you have to ask yourself, why are the Marvel creators, they're making this show this way? I see why, of course. I understand why they made this show. I guess they are targeting this show toward more female audience, which is when I was watching it, I didn't mind it that much. Maybe because I was watching it like neutral perspective, like all the things she was saying. Who cares? They could have made her more likable. I guess that's how they chose to show her. Then again, I was hearing about some people that are saying that's how she is in the comics. So, they are not doing anything extra, out of the ordinary from the reality of the comics, I guess. I'm thinking, or I might be wrong. That being said, I thought the first 4 episodes for this show, they were quite good. They were funny here and there. This show is never too funny at all, honestly. This show's dialogue is not that good, but overall it is very enjoyable watch, because this show does have Wong. He's really good in this show. He shows up here and there. I really like watching Wong. Although I thought they will do more with that Hawk. What is our nation? I cannot say it. That other Hawk, I really thought they will do more with his character, but he's just gone now, which is it's a little disappointing. I guess they made him into good guy, so I do imagine he will be showing up in other places, because this actor, he's actually really good. I like him a lot. The guy who played I cannot say Abomination Hawk. I'm like, anyway, you know who I'm talking about. I don't like that he's gone now. Should I be giving a spoiler warning? Yeah, spoiler warning. It's really late. But anyway, but episode 5, after watching episode 5, I'm like, this show really is, deliberately is really very boring. This episode was really nothing. If you wait 1 week and watch this episode, how you feel? You feel like you didn't get anything. Although they did give us a little clue about who's coming next. These things they do, they show you clue and they get excited for the next episode. Then you go to the next episode. It's not that good, and overall you feel like the show was really let down. It is getting very repetitive for Disney shows. I feel like still I will say about this show, I'm still enjoying this show. So far I feel like the episode 5 is the worst episode in this show. I think the first episode, I don't know why so many people got mad in the first episode. It was just showing you the Hawk is training his cousin She-Hulk. He was just going easy on her. She didn't overpower over him or anything. It was just that's how they wanted to go to the next thing. Then again, this show, I don't know why they rushed episode 1 so much. They didn't need to rush that episode. They could have dragged that episode until episode 1 to 2, and because this last 2 episodes, nothing happened. She could have been training until now. It couldn't hurt, but I see why they didn't do. I guess it costs a lot of money. Obviously, there is a budget they have to think about. Now that we are middle of the season, we are in episode 5, I could see that later in the episode where, spoiler again, the Daredevil, he will show up and do some stuff with her. I could see that. I'm actually really excited to see those scenes with the Daredevil and her going to the court for fighting over a case or something. This Jennifer Walter character, she is so smart and she is a lawyer. But I find it really annoying every time she turned toward the camera and start explaining stuff to us, to audience. That is, I really found very annoying about this show. I don't like that, especially Tatiana Maslany. She's such a talented actress. Like, even though the crappy writing this show has, it's really bad writing. If you watch a lot of TV, you can pick it up right that, which is I do. But like, it's show does have a really bad writing. Even though the bad writing this show has, still she is able to rise above the bad writing. That's what I find fascinating about this show. Again, they're trying to make her this main person, which I'm like, why you are making her like this? That is what I have to ask Marvel people, although they are targeting toward this new female audience, but I think they are targeting for all this female Twitter audience. They don't watch these shows, they don't do anything, they just go on Twitter and write stuff. You can't be pleasing them, you have to please the normal audience everywhere who like watching normal stuff. They don't want this kind of mean stuff they're saying to the audience. They don't like that. That is what I think, or I might be wrong. That being said, I would say this, like my formal review is this. This show is not as bad as everybody's saying, but episode 5 is the worst of, I think that is the worst episode of this season so far. But I could see this show getting better in the later episode, or I might be wrong. That was my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this show. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget my other reviews. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. And until I see you next time, please take care.